Welcome to the 6th International Conference on Brand Management, and I'm so pleased and so proud to inform you that this conference is jointly organized by the Hong Kong Polytechnic University and Hong Kong Design Center. To reflect this challenge, this year's conference focuses on brand sustainability. It provides an opportunity for brand management professionals from business and academic sectors to exchange ideas and share best practices to enhance brand sustainability.
Ms. Baber is the president of the PASI Code of Asian Pacific region. She will deliver a presentation on the power of muscular brands and local relevancy.
Actually, we use this triangle, the strategic advantage triangle, in our assessments of our brands. So muscular brands is the top corner. In order to assess and make sure you have a strong strategic advantage in the marketplace, you need to have a muscular brand, or you need to create a muscular brand. Under that, you have to have significant or good enough distribution in that geography, because otherwise your success is not possible.
Is roughly 11% year-on-year growth of real consumption. And when you think about it, and what's very important here is kind of when you kind of peel apart the onion and say, well, what is this? Well, part of this is there's more households, right? There are more urban households. There are people that are moving into the cities. There are people who are not consumers, who are becoming consumers. This is not about people who care about fashion. It's people who care about inclusion.
Define brand value is the total cash flow the brand can generate it for the owner of the brand. In ideal situation, how much money your brand can bring for your business.
Kaizen, my Japanese isn't very good, especially in a market other than Japan.
How many of you are married? All right, good. So you know the rule of thumb in marriage, right? Listen to your spouse. So the first thing we learned, brand value. I did not roll down my window because I was worried. I didn't know who this person was. You know, who are they going to be? So they smiled, which also creeped me out a little bit. And then she said, would you please roll down your window a little bit? And so I did. I rolled it down just enough to get some air. And she said, would you like to try a sample of our fresh baked pastries? Sure, roll it down all the way.
And we really love the animation. It really helped us to stay awake. I think a key question is, how do you scale it up?
It's a brave new world there. The consumers today. If you're a marketing person today in the office, you have a lot of touch points. You know, your bosses want you to look at all the touch points where you can communicate, assess your consumers, access them. There's lots of touch points. You've got to do lots of things. It was the wrong medium. Because whatever they're doing distracted on a computer, they check their mobile phones every 3 seconds for messages, you know. So I think there's hope for us.
Very much, they are very interesting talking about how to engage consumer. Consumer engagement is the key. But both strategies are very different. You know, for the younger generation, Chris is talking about multitask. The Chengben bookshop is more like a retail, a corporate brand. And in that case, they engage consumer, but that is totally different way. They draw consumer in. It's a quiet engagement.
So now we start our Q&A session. I think just now we have an extremely interesting 3 speakers who I think individually spoke on, I think, a lot of things we can learn from. Frank, who's a guru and consultant for many years in China, have seen a lot of China brands, I think, come and go. And I think share a lot, you know, we all said that China brands usually cannot last more than 5 years. So how can they sustain?
You are not easily adaptable to change in order to sustain your brand. How do you answer that question? While there's significant strength, you may have a weakness. Do you have a weakness?
Yes, we do. Accept the fact that China Life has really changed a lot. But what is more important for China Life is that we should speed up our step of internationalization.
We have all in total 3 types of fuels to supply electricity to generate electricity to supply to Hong Kong customers.
I don't care if you like the product. I don't care if you don't like the product. And in fact, if you like it or dislike it, that will interfere with your evaluation.
Which basically meant that it came out of necessity in Hong Kong at that time. But that basic model is whereby product development, marketing, brands are all passed to the customer. And the companies here and around here, basically, they manufacture. They're vertically very, very shallow.
When we were thinking about a strategy, we used these 4 words. Set a parity point and search for a differentiating point. Believe me, it sounds a bit convoluted in English, but it sounds a lot better in Mandarin. It's 求同存异. Besides changing the packaging, we have to innovate as well with new products. This is where our China insight comes in.
I'd like to thank all the participants. You guys have done really well. That you either did not leave or you did not fall asleep, because we keep track of you. I am very interested in branding. University needs to be branded as well. This year, we made the topic brand sustainability. In my personal view, sustainability means economic, social, and environmental.